Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Top 5 Camps. I'm TNG, and as ever, I've got some incredible builds to show you from some of the best builders in the 76 community. Now, as ever guys, the first half of this video is going to be the best immersive camps of the week, and the second half of the video is going to be the best clean camps of the week. So with all that being said, let's take a look at them. Coming in at number 5, we have Tiet Secura with Crater's Crest. Simply lovely. Now, I could be mistaken, but I do believe this is a location with a pre-existing structure. I could be wrong on that, but it does look familiar. That's all I'm going to say. Let me know down in comments, guys. Anyhow, yeah, I love what Secura's done with place. They've made a really nice little settlement. Very immersive, very scrappy. There's quite a number of buildings knocking around. Little perimeter wall on it. Aye, top marks on the outside of it. No complaints from me whatsoever. So let's hook our peepers onto the interiors. I think my favourite one that I saw in this camp was this little shop area. Love all the junk. Love how you filled it up. Beautiful work on that. To be honest with you though, Secura, the old buddy camp's really well decorated. Aye. Again, no complaints from me whatsoever. Really solid build. I like the raider theme of it. I like the camp location. Yeah, 10 out of 10 from me. Congratulations on the number 5 spot, and thank you very much for entering this week. In the number 4 spot, we have Jawa 4. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, with the Living by the Road camp. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are familiar with the top 5 and you've, had the misfortune of hearing my voice before, you will be familiar with Jawa 4's builds. Jawa's got what I'll call a unique style. All of his camps look very similar, but they're all very different too. Like I said, if you've watched the channel before, you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Anyhow, the thing that stood out to me about this one, aside from the sheer immersiveness that this camp has, is the car gate that is used. Yeah, I think that's a really cool feature. It is an eye catcher, innit? And I'm not talking about the kind of eye catcher that you get if you look through a glory hole. Not that I've ever done that, but I have heard rumours. Sorry, another random ADHD tangent. Where was I? Jawa's camp. Aye, exterior-wise, as always, Jawa, you've killed it. Immersive, scrappy, and it fits in with the wasteland beautifully. Now, interior-wise, I must say this is probably my favourite camp I've seen of yours in terms of decoration. There just seems to be a lot more in it. It looks a bit more camp-like. Yeah, you've done a really good job on every aspect of this one, mate. I was really impressed with it. Thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on the number 4 spot. Hats off to you, mate. In the number 3 spot, we have Coffee King with the Dockside... The Dockside what? I've forgotten the bloody name of it. Oh yeah, the Dockside Chunk House. Jesus, wet man. Properly underprepared this week. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so Coffee King's camp. Guys, this is a perfect example of a simple camp looking effective. That building shape that Coffee King has done there, it really isn't anything too difficult to put together, but because of that, I think it fits in with the wasteland absolutely amazingly. It looks like something you would find in the game. Now then, where things do start to get a little bit more spicy is the decor. You can tell that Coffee King has put a hell of a load of time into this. It is really well fleshed out. That is some proper decor he's got going on there. That isn't easy, guys. I know I say it time and time again, but trust me. Immersive decorating, it's an art form. And I think it's safe to say Coffee King is he's a bit of a Bob Ross at this this kind of style. Yeah, plenty of happy little radiation barrels. I don't know. Alright, Coffee King, awesome job on this, my friend. It's not just a camp as well, your choice of location. It's a solid one. It's one of the best places for low-friendly camps, and I know it's not too easy to build around this dock as well. So yeah, really good work, Coffee King. Thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on the number 3 spot. Suits you, sir. Alright then, so now we come to the number 2 spot. And guys, this is a new entrant to the competition. I repeat, a new entrant. Just thought I'd, get that out there for all the lovely, hate-filled comments that I received. This is the Bog Crawler Camp by KSLV Banana. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. So, this is obviously a truck build, and it's very reminiscent of, Hitbits builds or Nux Black Thumbs builds. However, despite no doubt using the same methods, I would say this build is extremely unique. I don't think I've seen a truck quite like it. Let's just have a gander at it, shall we? Right, first things first, just take a look at the shape of it. I don't know about you, but it reminds me of some former 1920s panel van, or something along them lines. No, 20s is a bit early. 30s, 40s maybe. Yeah, it's something early as fuck, is what I'm trying to say. Now then, I don't think I've seen a vehicle build this shape before. It's very realistic as far as, 76 builds go. It's really, really impressive. This is probably one of my favourite ones I've seen. It's not as well fleshed out as some, as we'll see on the interior in a bit, but yeah, it's a really cool vehicle, and difficult too, guys. These things are not easy to put together, let me tell you. You got to go under the map, you got to piss around with cabinets. It's just a ball ache, a proper kick in the penis. So Banana, credit where credit's due. Fantastic work on the actual vehicle's construction itself. Now, if we take a look on the inside, this is what I mean. It isn't as full as some of the builds I have seen, but it still looks pretty sweet. I like that bed you've got. I'm a massive fan of how you've got crafting benches in there and pretty much a full kitchen. Yeah, this is solid work, Banana. Easily one of my favourite camps of the week overall. That's out of every single one I've seen entered. So yeah, thank you very much for entering, and congratulations on the number 2 spot. More than well deserved. Fantastic looking van you've got going on here. Aye, I like that one. Alright then, so now we come to the number 1 spot for the immersive camps. And who do you think's got it this week? Well, I'm actually not going to keep you waiting any longer. I'll do the honourable mentions altogether later. This week's winner is Silver Bunny with the Shimmering Swallows camp. What? Oh, the Shimmering Shallows camp. I do apologise. Oh, this says TNG, put your mind out at gutter. Sorry, right, yeah. So, Bunny's camp. I absolutely love this one. The lighting was incredible for a kick-off. I think that really did make it stand out. But the overall design of it as well is really sweet. And it's not actually a simple camp as well, despite first appearances. If you actually take a proper ganders at it, you'll see there's a bit of angulation in the situation around them doors. That's a little bit of building wizardry right there. The camp itself has obviously been really well thought out. I mean, look at all the different textures Bunny's used. That gives it that ramshackled, thrown together kind of look. I think she's done an amazing job on the outside of this place. It looks wastelandy. I mean, maybe not the pink lights, but I think it gives it some ambience. Yeah, I loved the outside of this place, Bunny. I cannot fault it one bit. Now, a camp isn't complete without a decent interior though, is it? And again, Bunny has delivered. She's managed to make it look cosy and rather well looked after, I think the best description is. But again, it still has that wastelandy kind of vibe. And of course, we can't not mention the cool little merge glitches she's done in here as well. I know a lot of people complain about them, but I don't give a shit. They make a camp look better, right? And I'm going to put this as nicely as I can, but if you can't do them, learn. It's really not that difficult. There's guides everywhere. I'm sorry. Bunny, you have absolutely killed it this week. One of my favourite camps that I've seen from yourself. Exterior-wise, interior-wise, yeah, top notch. You've put a load of work into it and it shows. Thank you very much for entering. Congratulations on the number 1 spot. And that is it for the immersive section. Now again, we do have some honourable mentions, but I'm going to put them in towards the end. Don't worry about it. So, I think it's about time we look at the clean camps, but just before we dive into that, if any of you lot watching want to try your hand at the top 5 camp competition, there's a link down in the description. All you got to do is click on that, go to my Discord, and submit your builds here. It's really not too difficult. Anyhow, enough of future top 5s, let's take a look at this week's best clean builds. And we're going to kick it off with this masterpiece in the number 5 spot by Batandra, the Toxic Valley Modern Home. Batandra, come on, why have you not given me a German name to butcher? I'm actually really disappointed at this moment in time. Anyhow, we move. So, again, Batandra, I like that you're switching it up from your usual... I don't know, it's like you don't really do immersive, it's quite realistic kind of builds, isn't it? So seeing modern stuff like this in the Cocaine Valley, yeah, it's a nice switch up. Exterior wise, I think you've done an half decent job. I like the overall shape of your house. One thing I don't like is the lack of underpinnings. Again, I know people take the piss and complain when I mention these, but come on, they do make a difference to a build. Now, I'm not knocking your Camp Batandra. Aside from that, it's a really good looking structure. I'm not taking away from it. It's just a little critique, and yeah, it's my channel, so I'll put it out there for anyone who wants to complain in the comments. So, on to the interior, and Batandra, you have always been very good at decorating, and this camp is no different. I love the staircase you've made there. That is awesome. Looks like it works as well, which is always a bonus. Your sitting room is fantastic. It's very clean, fits in with the overall theme of the build. Yeah, really good job on this camp overall. Very impressive indeed. Thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on the number 5 spot. Right then, so coming in at number 4, we have Aggressives Albino. Again, another new entrant into the top 5. They have entered before, but this is the first time they've got in. Just let's get that out there. Yep, simply lovely. Now, this build is called the Graningers House? Graningers? Yeah, I think I'm pronouncing that right. And I absolutely love it. I think that looks bloody awesome. My favourite thing about it is the small size. It's very compact, and it's a very unique looking camp as well. It's not like many clean builds that I have seen in the game, to be honest. You have definitely put your own twist on that, but it looks cool. That chimney as well there, that really does stand out. I'm just not sure why it looks so different. Could it be the roof pieces you've used? I don't know. It's a cool looking build is what I'm trying to tell you. Interior wise, again, fantastic job. The sitting room, bloody awesome. Spot on. Bang on the money. Fucking mint, mate. Aye. Really cool looking room you've got there. And that bloody little garden thing you've got on the side there. Greenhouse. Yeah, that's the word. A greenhouse. Beautifully well decorated. I mean, look at all little stones that have been merged into the foundations. Aye, that's a nice touch, that. It's a good camp, this. It's definitely unique. I don't know why it's unique. It just looks... I don't know, it just looks different, doesn't it? Anyway, Albino, thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on the number 4 spot. More than well deserved. In the number 3 spot, we have Shameless Trouble with the Rivers Zion or something. Again, I forgot the bloody name. Give me a minute. Rivers Zen build. Yeah, we're not doing well this week. I'm not going to lie to you, I've got fuck it mode on. Usually I edit all this out, but I don't care. So, yeah, Shameless, nice house. You've come up with quite an unusually shaped one here. I love the arse end of it. We've got the Cardi B effect going on. That is some serious curvature. It's with 2 C's. And you've even got a bit of curviness on the sides there as well. Yep, a guy does enjoy that. Nice work on it. It does look quite complicated as well. So credit where credit's due. That's decent, that. One thing I am not a fan of is the colour scheme on the front of it. Looks like a wasp. A rather anemic wasp, but yeah, nothing really, is it? I don't like the roof pieces either, but other than that, overall, the exterior, really nicely done. Again, I can see the difficulty in this, so I can appreciate that. And let's be honest, that back end is... The back end's the main part of it, isn't it? It looks bloody awesome, that. So let's have a quick nosy on the interior. Okay then, right, that fireplace, incredible. Seriously, I do like that. There is no other way to describe it. The artwork that you've made as well, all that custom stuff, again, nicely done. Alright, overall Shameless, good job on this camp. Like I said, just the roof pieces and the colour scheme weren't what I liked, but what does it matter? If you're happy with it, then it's fine, innit? It's just a critique, like I say. I feel like I need to start doing this more and explaining why camps position where they do. Anyhow, thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on the number 3 spot. Okay then, in the number 2 spot, we have another new entrant to the top 5. Yes, again, they have entered before, but this is the first time getting in. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm hand to Helios Army with what I'm going to call the modern house. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Right off the bat, this camp from this angle, Absolutely stunning. I mean, you can't fault that, can you? It is the epitome of a clean camp, and it's quite complicated as well. Take a look at the recessed walls, for an example. Yeah, properly well-made camp. I'm getting Aquanova vibes from this one. Beautiful work. Aye. Now, in terms of things which I think could have been improved, was this side here. Now, it's not a big thing. It just needs breaking up a little bit. But other than that, yeah, overall, this camp, stunning. Interior-wise, very much the same. It's modern. It's clean. And I don't know why, but that floor is very, very shiny in your camp. I don't think I've ever seen it like that. It looks like proper bloody marble, doesn't it? Aye. And that kitchen area you've got, stunning, like a young Burt Reynolds. Helios, you have killed it with this. Properly knocked it out the park. Like I said, the only thing I would change is the solid white wall at the back, but design-wise, beautiful. Yeah, really, really gorgeous-looking camp. Thank you very much for entering this week, and congratulations on the number 2 spot. More than well-deserved. Right then, so now we need to find out who is in the number 1 spot for the clean category, don't we? However, I am going to have to keep you waiting for just a little bit longer, because it's time for the honourable mentions section, yes. And this week we actually have 4, because, you know, I've got the immersive ones to put in here as well. So let's do it. And you know what? We will start with the immersive ones. The first honourable mention goes to Gamer Aviator with the ultimate immersive fixer-upper camp. Yeah. Bloody hell, mate. You have really fixed this up, haven't you? What a transformation on a pre-existing building. That is awesome work. The decor that you've put in here is outstanding. You really have made this feel like a player-made home, but obviously it's not, is it? I like what you've done here. It's different. There's not a lot of people that build in pre-existing houses these days. So yeah, kudos to you for that one. Thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on the honourable mention. Our second immersive honourable mention goes to Slog5533 with the Tinkerer's Workshop. Alright then, so the outside of your camp, mate, nice enough job. I like the entranceway. You've got a little bit of shape going on there. Yep. No problems with it whatsoever. It's the interior that did it for me on this. It is so cool. All the robots working around as if they're like trying to fix shit and whatnot. Yeah, really clever idea. Honestly feels like a fully automated and mechanically operated kind of factory. Excellent decoration on the place. Aye, very impressive. Slog, thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on the honourable mention. Now we come to the clean honourable mentions, and the first one goes to Ghostic with the Ravenclaw Theatre. And Jesus Christ, pal, this thing is one chunky build. You have not held back with size, have you? Christ. It is, however, very clean. You've done well to put something that large together. The interior, I do think, has suffered from it, though. It's a little bit barren. Maybe if you would have, you know, dropped it down a little, you could have got more in it. But yeah, overall, pal, very nice, clean build. You can see you put a lot of time into it. Yeah, thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on honourable mention, bud. Okay then, so for our fourth and final honourable mention, we have Daz Mead with the Enclave Bunker. First off, marks for, you know, doing something different. You don't see very many military builds in 76. So, yeah. I would say this would have been better in a shelter because the interior of it is awesome. The lasers you've got going as tripwires, that is cool. It was just the exterior for me. I'm not sure if it was the location you picked or the building materials. I don't know. Like I say, awesome interior. Outside of it, not really my cup of tea, but I'm sure there'll be many people that'll love that who are into the military kind of stuff. Thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on honourable mention, pal. Right then, so now we come to the number 1 spot of the clean builds, and who do you think's got it this week? Well, I'm not going to keep you waiting for any longer. This week's winner is Payu with the Stepping Stone build. How awesome's that? Fucking unreal, isn't it? Yeah. No, you think you were getting trolled last week? This is an actual troll. This week's real winner is Texas MRFR. Or motherfucker, I assume it to mean. But anyway, yeah, with the Spectral Tombs build. This thing is awesome, right? I love the Wavy Willards columns being used again. They are so cool, and I can't imagine how much time went into making this thing. It's just such an awesome looking camp, and it does have that churchy kind of, I don't know, crypt kind of vibe about it. Yeah, you've nailed this one, bud. By far one of the most complex clean builds of the week, other than Payu's Stepping Stone, obviously, and easily the best designed one. It is awesome. You must have spent a lot of time on it, pal, and I can appreciate the work that you've put into it. One thing I would ask for future though, buddy, is your filming. I don't know what it is, but there's like a mist over it. It's the best way I can describe it. But other than that, yeah, your actual camp, you know, the bit that matters, fantastic. And your interior as well, where you've got like a little crypt and whatnot. Yeah, this is unreal, buddy. Thank you very much for entering this week. Congratulations on the #1 spot. More than well deserved. And thank you to everybody who entered this week. Again, it wasn't too easy. A lot of immersive builds. If you didn't get in, please feel free to try again, because there is some I would like to feature. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my channel members and Patreons. The extra support is much appreciated. Anyhow, as we say in the north, I will love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one. Have fun, everybody.